All right. Good freaking morning. We're just gonna get this thing started here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Que pedo, que onda, que pasa, que tal. How's everybody doing this morning? We're gonna jump right into the market this morning because we've got some big news, and I've got to make this pretty short. Looks like my lights are going out here. It's gonna be dark stream this morning. I'm gonna stream for probably about 25 minutes, and then I'll have to hop off for a call, and then potentially I can get back on and stream for a little bit more, seeing how this thing how this goes. So we're just before market open here. We saw a big red candle there. I'm gonna put you guys right on the chart, and we're gonna take a quick peek in the after hours before we hit that bell. Looks like we're about 49 seconds away from market open here, and you can see we were floating around that 1020 all weekend. Because the markets were closed. To start the morning, we jumped up pretty damn good, 25 cents here to start the pre-market, and then we got a high here just about 1069. Ran up to a high of $10.75 in the pre-market, and then kind of pull back a little bit and started trading sideways, and then kind of getting right up to that range. Currently, looks like we are just below that at 1060 here. Actually, no, now we are 1066. So I'm gonna pull this over in anticipation of the bell, and we're about 7 seconds away. So let's get this thing rolling this morning. Hopefully it's not too loud. Cheers. Opening up at 1068. What a beautiful sight. Finally getting up into those 3/4 levels here on AMC. Getting a bit of a sell off to start, but that's fine. Because it's getting bought up. Let's take a look at the level twos. Pretty low right now on the sell wall. I did see something at 1070 this morning. I see some Reddit DD that there was like 50,000 shares at 1070, and these guys are pretty much out of ammunition at this point. We're gonna do some pull up Fintel just to show you that it's not really changed. 0 short shares available and no short borrow fee rate. They said the short volume on the 23rd, which is Friday, was it Friday? It was Friday. Wow. Was 28%. So still, relatively high comparatively to the compared to the last couple of days before close on Friday here. Thursday and Wednesday you see a little bit lower, getting back into that range. So I don't know where they got those shares from. I'm going to check out FinViz really quickly. Wow. Shares outstanding down to 442.63 million. So I think we were up in the 470s last week. So this whole thing's kind of odd, but all right. Let's just see where we're at. Kind of around 1061. I'm sure we'll hold up at 1050 as that level of support. And let's see what the rest of our positions are doing. Looks like Fubo's opening nicely here at $21. Rocket's up about 10 cents, 3 cents on Sens, and AT&T's up 6 cents. Not this UPC, sorry, AT&T's down 6 cents, UPC is up 6 cents. So we're actually, quite a bit down in this position on UPC. I think it's only like 13 long, Fubo 25 long. Still a little bit down in Fubo here. Dollar cost average of 23.12. We're down about $50, so we want to add to this position. However, I have not found the time to buy in. Could have been last Thursday, I believe, when it was down to like 17, and just didn't get there. So finally breaking above this level of resistance here, which I thought was going to be a strong level of support going back to the 10-day. You can see I thought it was going to be a nice level of support. We end up breaking below and kind of trading, and this is probably where I should have got some shares here. If not down here, probably around here, but didn't end up doing so. We're still sitting 25 long, dollar cost at 23.12. I ended up putting most of my money into AMC last week, so I just didn't have the chance to do that. So AMC making a run now. We're at 1072. And we're starting to get that push here. See, we can test that 1075. I think that 3/4 level is going to be our strong level of resistance right now. See if we can get a break above that and start trending upwards to $11 here. So we're getting that break. And this is what we like to see. Looking good on the RSI as well currently. MACD flipped over as well. Here you see more buying power stepped in. We did cross the signal line here on the MACD. So everything's looking good, pushing 1081 right now. And just going to keep that movement upwards into $11. I think $11 is probably our next gap. But we do have this price level set here at 1086. I think it was a level of resistance or support in the past. So that could be a potential stopping point for us momentarily. And I'm going to keep the level 2s up because I kind of want to see. And there's just not much here, which is beautiful. There we go. We got 71 step in at 1086. Now they're out. So it's good looking morning so far. We are 500 long at 897. Currently about $930 in the green right now. Profit 330 on the day. So we're looking pretty good in this position, and we're just going to keep holding here. We didn't sell at 1600. We're not selling at 900. So we're just going to keep on keep holding this thing. See what we can squeeze out of it. Fubo's doing all right here. Up 72 cents now. Fubo's making that run. Looking pretty good. We still got a little ways for us to go before we're there, and they are currently in oversold or overbought territory now. I don't see any news regarding Fubo, but I think it was due for a bounce back. So AMTX, not looking good for us on AMTX. We are too long at 2670, so this was a swing trade for us. Going back to the 180. You see here, we bought this around the high, the all-time high at 27.44, and we thought here it might get that break, but unfortunately we did not. And now we're just trading in this low part here, so could take us a little bit longer to get to the profit that we want and sell. We're only down about $17, so no big deal there. And we are respecting our trend lines that we set on the 180 here. So it's actually pretty nice. We're breaking through that convergence right now and looking pretty good. Currently at 1074. Fubo still running up here. 82 cents up on the day, or since close of last week. Rocket's doing all right. Rocket, we're long gone on that one. Only two positions long here, but we are down quite a bit on Rocket. Only $14, but we're at dollar cost average of $29.65. So little whiz there. Sen's just moving really slowly, and that's fine. That's a super long-term play for us. We're about 87 long, down about $151. But here very, very soon, we will add to this position and try to lower that dollar cost average. AT&T, we're not doing too bad on AT&T. We're up about $247 right now. 108 positions long. Dollar cost average $28.98. So you can see here over the 10-day we hit a high of $31.89 and currently at $31.30. So $31.87 would be 10% for us. However, I think with this play we want to hold on to it for a little bit longer. This is more of our dividend play in our portfolio, and we're going to keep holding this thing, collecting dividends, until this thing rises up to where we want it to be. UPC again, we're down $36, 13 long, dollar cost average of $6.32, so quite a bit there, just about 50%. So nothing too great there. This one we just got caught. So if you guys are familiar with the stream, kind of what happened there. Some BS, and that's why we have our strategy, right? And you got to stick to the strategy. Know your entry point, know your exit point, know where you stand in the PDT rule. Don't get greedy and follow the strategy. We knew the entry, we got greedy, so we didn't follow our exit strategy, and then we didn't quite know where we stood on the PDT rule, and we got a notification saying I was going to get margin called if I didn't have $25,000 in my account by the next business day. So kind of slowed me up when making the trade. Could have got out with that 5%, which is normally my exit strategy upon day trades, and we got held up. So we're just holding the bag right now, but it's not bad because it is very, very small position here at only 13 long. I'm gonna pull up some AMC stock on Reddit here, and just to see what's happening over there. Again, I will have to hop off here, and I've got a call at 9, but I need to get prepped for that call. And then potentially, once that's done, I need to do some work. So, looks like I will not be streaming for very long this morning. I'm going to try to hop back on as soon as I can. That'll give me some time to wake up. It was a late night last night, listening to a certain YouTuber's video. Very interesting, always funny if you're in the chat. If you're watching the videos, it gets a little wild in there. Hit that high of 1087, so this old level of resistance or support, whatever it was, it's now at a level of resistance here. So just trying to go back and see where that was. Looks like I set that back here on the, let's try the 10-day. Nope, let's try the 20-day. So it was on the 20-day here. And looks like it held us up right about, maybe not. Maybe it's on a 10-day 1 minute. That's on a 1 hour. Could be on a 10-day 5. Anyhow, we're getting there. We're pushing that $11 right now. So very nice. What I'd like to do is go ahead and just get rid of this. Seeing as how I couldn't really find that on the 1 hour chart. We did reach overbought here briefly, and we're seeing a little pullback, which is very healthy, so it's fine. What we could potentially look at to happen, you know, I anticipate somewhere down here in this 1080 range. However, 1076, I mean, that's a very good level of support there. Those quarter levels, 1025, 1050, 1075 have been very, very strong levels of resistance, so they should be very, very strong levels of support, and I think that that's potentially where we will end up at some point throughout the day, kind of hammering down there. And honestly, if they short this thing out, I don't even know where they're getting the shorts from, but if they keep doing it, they could potentially get it back down to 1050. But to see us run up and test this $11, we saw this last week, so it would not surprise me to see it go down to 1050. And then tomorrow get another push. So let's look at the 5-day here. This is a 5-day 15. Let's look at a 5-day 5. So looks like it was about here. We got the run up, and then they pretty much just sold off throughout the day here. So again, that 1050 range, very, very strong level of support here. You can see we got up there to the high, then we consolidated close to the high. So that's looking very good for us. I think we'll hold up, you know, at worst case scenario for today. I think we're at 1050. So I think, yeah, more than likely, I'm pretty sure this is the day that that I'm referring to. Is that we got that nice bounce. We were running up to test that, you know, $11, or we thought we were, and then, you know, we just got massively shorted down. So that's cool, because the next day, you know, we got a bounce back in the pre-market. Kind of traded sideways a little bit on Friday. Just consolidating, and now we're getting that run. So currently sitting at 1086 as I'm starting to wake up this morning. And we're not looking too bad. This is something I've been waiting for a while, to see us, you know, near that $1,000 net profit here. So something we're very happy with this morning so far. We like to see it. Today we got the PSG kit on from, wow, it's 2016. Wow. I have a lot of older kits in the closet here that will break out. Especially when we start getting into you know, some big games coming up this summer, hopefully. Oof, massive red candle there, and I'm watching the active trader, but I don't see where all that's coming from, which is very, very odd. Anyhow, it got bought up very, very quickly, so no need to worry there. You can see we didn't even, we broke below that 1075 range, but it's all good. This one's pretty easy. You can set these levels at 1075, at $11, 1050, 10 and a quarter. And you're going to be close there for your levels of support. Excuse me, already up about 6.67% here. Looking very good. Fubo got knocked down just a little bit here, only up 51 cents on the day. Rocket up 21.5 cents. AT&T still down actually 14 cents. So I'm gonna check AT&T out really quickly. I'd like to see if there's some news on AT&T. Maybe. This is again on Friday. Raymond James adjust price target. I always get those mixed up. Like I always mix up Raymond James and Edward Jones. For some reason, Raymond James adjust price target on AT&T to 33 from 32, which is fine. Barclays adjusts AT&T's price target to 34 from 31. UBS adjusts AT&T's price target to 32 from 30. So all going up, very within a dollar or two. It's a very small moving stock, either up or down. It's usually around that 1% range. Then that's a massive swing for them. So as you can see, we're only down about 0.5% from close of Friday. They don't move like hardly at all. I mean, we'll take it from down here. This one could actually be a little bit if you take that. That's 1.449. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it's just not a lot there. When you're in this $30 range, it looks like a lot, but it's not a lot. So, this is a solid one for us. We'll analyze it really quickly. Just for anybody that's new to the stream here, let's see if they've changed this. Yep, they did change it now. Dividend yield at 6.87. I don't know how often they update this. However, maybe it's every quarter or something. Honestly, I don't know. It was at 7.23, and we've been in it since 29 something. So, still a very, very good dividend play here at 6.87 according to this. Yeah, we'll get you back to AMC. Don't worry. And I'll actually pull it up so I can give you guys the correct percentage yield here for AT&T. So currently annual dividend yield is $2.08. Percentage yield is there is 6.62%. They distribute quarterly, 52 cents per share quarterly. So dividend next payday is May the 3rd. So looking pretty good. I expect this thing to keep or AT&T to kind of trend upwards until we get to that date. So not a ton of money for us. We'll say 52 cents. So we are 108 times 0.52. That's about $56 there. I mean, we're going to make just for holding the position. And if you see where we're at here, we're only up $250. So getting another $50 on that. If you can work dividends into your percentage that you're trying to yield from a particular stock, we're up to 1090 now. So we'll get that push back up to 1094 and try to break that level of resistance there. Looking good on the RSI. MACD's looking good. Just a good looking day overall here for AMC. We'll check out SPY here in a sec, but what I want to get back to is if you can diversify a little bit, keep your portfolio very strong. It's very, very good for you guys. It's good for everybody. That's what I do. That's how I started investing. It was all dividend positions. And then if you're looking for something with a swing trade and it has a dividend like AT&T, I think it's a very strong play. I know they have a lot of debt. However, they're a very strong company. Regardless of that debt, I think it's a good play. Especially if you got it where I got it, sub 29. We saw some value in it. We loaded up a couple $1,000. And yeah, now every quarter we're going to get that $50. So not too bad. Plus wherever we stand, on profit at the end of this thing. So you add that in. That's kind of what we talked about with Harley Davidson last week. Yes, we only took 8.98% from our Harley position, and we'll take a quick look over at Hog, see how they're doing today. Man, could have held on. Could have definitely held on. This is potentially, what I wanted. I think I sold a little bit early, but I really wanted to put that money in AMC. I had greater convictions in AMC than I did at Harley. I knew Harley was going to get up there. The plan was to hold Harley until we got to this point. I mean, we had price targets like $55 from Bank of America. We end up selling Harley about 40. What did we sell at? I can't even remember what we sold at now. It's not even going to show up here. It was not this high, I'll tell you that. So, is what it is. So currently 1097, making that run. Trying to bounce back and forth here. Sorry about all the moving here. We're just kind of go over into some different positions while this thing is working its way out. We were just talking about dividends and making a dividend play along with your swing trade or your day trade. Well, not with your day trade, but with your swing trade, right? So if you think that something's going to grow over a 3 or 6 month period and they have a dividend, it's a good play for you because you can hold that, get the dividends, and you can add that up with your percentage at the end of it. So what I mean with Harley, we took 8.98%. That's, and you look at where it's at now. I could have made a lot more. I think we're in at 40.85 and we sold for like 43.20. I think is where we end up selling at, close to 9%, whatever 9% of 40.85 is. And we're getting that touch here. Got the break above 11. Look for us to start getting rejected here about 11.05. Potentially, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If they're not able to short this thing, and look at the sell walls here, they're almost non-existent. There we go. There's 199 popping in at 11.05. And we broke right through it. Back to what I was saying is that with Harley, yes, we took 8.98%, and we won a little bit more because it was a swing trade, and we held the position for so long. But we took dividends for almost 3 years from Harley Davidson up until, last year when they cut dividend back. And ultimately, that was kind of a big decision for us to pull out of the position, as well as we see the potential here. I mean, we're up $1,000 right now, almost up $450 on the day here in AMC alone. So, yeah, we would have made some money in Harley. I think I had only 43 positions at 43.80 or 40.85 as I was. Started to see that pullback there. We did reach overbought on the RSI. So 40.85 times, what I say, 43 long. We're at 17.56. So let's just call it 17. Let's call 43 at 47.50. So, I mean, it's a couple $100 there difference. We probably would have made, we didn't actually make that much. It was a little over $200, I think. But we did collect dividends. So, to kind of go full circle and wrap that thing up, if you're able to invest in a swing play with dividends, and this is what we're talking about, AT&T, we're in this thing. It's kind of the rock in our portfolio at the moment because the dividend yield is so high. At least when we got it, it was so high. It was like 7.23%. Now it's down to 6.68%. So still a very good dividend play. They're actually going to have a dividend, the ex-dividend date, which is the date that you need to have the position in order to get paid, is May the 3rd. So coming up this weekend, next weekend, I think May 2nd is this Saturday, so May 3rd. Sunday, I think that's the date. Looks like a Monday. So if you have AT&T on, by close on Monday or whatever, you're gonna get that dividend. So if you're looking to invest something and get a little bit of cash, AT&T is the way, especially since it's moving down right now. It is starting to bounce back though. It doesn't stay down very long and it doesn't move very much. But I think over this week it will increase because the dividend is coming up. I think we will see the price jump up to potentially $32, $33 this week because of that dividend. So looking like we're getting that balance at 10.75. Again, I will have to hop off here probably a couple minutes here and hop back on in the stream later on this afternoon or mid-morning. I've got a conference call for my job. For those of you who don't know, I work in the golf industry with the PGA Tour, and I have a project coming up, the Travelers Championship in Connecticut. So third week in June. Yeah, see it on TV. But we've got a nice little operations call for that today, and I'll be getting prepped for that coming up. May 10th, I'll be there. So next week is potentially my last week to live stream the market, or at least in the time frames that I have been doing so. It may look a lot different. I may be live streaming at lunch, or it may be, which is the slow part of the day, maybe just like a recap. Maybe I'm able to hop on for 10-15 minutes on market open, but I highly doubt that. Usually the busiest part of the day is getting the crew moving. A lot of moving parts out there for a golf tournament, and not a lot of time to do so. You have a hard finish date, so you're on schedule. You have to remain on schedule. So not too bad here. Looking at the Fibonacci retracement, you guys can see here that we did pull back a little bit more than we wanted to here. However, I don't think that this is necessarily where I would have pulled that retracement from. But it's fine. We know that AT&T is a very volatile stock. We also know that it's almost predictable in the sense that it does hold up on very strong levels of support and resistance for the most part. You know, we got that break above 11.11. And this is just very odd to me right here. Where are the sell walls? I just don't see them today. I guess there's no shorts to short. No shorts to short. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen and then just kind of leave you guys with this nice little Chappelle Show meme here. When you can't get 2,000 from the government, so you take it from hedge funds, they bailed out. Modern problems require modern solutions. So very fitting to what's going on right now. I guess it's, you know I haven't gotten any stimulus checks. I got one stimulus check for like $100, and then they did add some to my taxes. Very unfortunate, but is what it is. It's all good. So I'm about 5 minutes out. I'm gonna have to hop on my call. I'm gonna just hop over to my laptop real quick, turn it on, and I'll be right back. Looks like we're gonna make that run up to $11 again, and we're looking pretty good on the RSI to do so. There's the sell wall. So you guys see that it was 580 something over here, now down to 250 at $11. So big, massive sell wall pushing in. There we go, 544. Where is this coming from? 583. Massive sell wall at $11. Massive. I want to say every one of those is 100 shares. So I'll just add 2 zeros to that. It's about 55,000 shares, which would line up with what we were seeing on Reddit this morning. People were posting saying that there were sell walls at 1070, somewhere in the 1070s, at like 55,000 or something. So, but they're gone now. It's like they add them, it drops the price, and then they take them away. So, very strange. So, I guess I'm gonna leave you guys off here. Just kind of do a quick recap where we're at. We kind of ran through a lot of stuff this morning in the short amount of time that I was able to stream. Fubo up 60 cents, Rocket up 28 cents, Sands pretty even at $2. AT&T's down 5 cents or 6, just call it 6. UPC's up 7 cents. AMTX down 21 cents, which is no bueno for us, but it is what it is. We're actually up $2 on our options call option for this this summer here at $35. We're still very, very much down there. Don't get it twisted. We're down about $131, and we're up 76 cents here on AMC. So looking pretty good. Starting to see us trade within this channel here. Potentially going to slow down. We didn't even talk about volume today. Volume actually not crazy. We did see some good volume there at 1.1 million, so that's kind of volume that we would like to see for this position here. So volume not looking too bad. Anyhow, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you guys for watching the stream. I'm gonna try to be back on this afternoon, but I anticipate that we're gonna trade within this range here. So if we get that break, I'm gonna try to hop back on as soon as I can, and we'll start talking about it. But appreciate you guys watching the stream. Hopefully I'll see you later on today. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Mic off.